Thank you, sir, Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to call the attention of the Chief Minister in charge of Forest and Environment under Rule 54.1 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business to a news item published in Mauport dated 13th of March 2023 under the caption Ujor KMC NGO Shao CFO Mumshim Kia Tanat Forest Bat Banmi Penban Kijaka Krong Khajana Haki Surabaya. Thank you, sir. The very intention to bring this call attention to the Honorable Chief Minister in charge of Forests, as well as the District Council also, is the concern that we are going through. It's not only about the rampant cutting of trees. It is not only about the issue of illegal collection of different kind of taxes, but the core agenda behind is about the issues of environment also that we are going through. So we are governed by several acts and legislation within the state of Meghalaya and within the state within our country also, to keep and check to all these activities that is going on. We have environmental laws in India, like the Water Prevention Control of Pollution Cess Act 1974, the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1977, the Forest Conservation Act 1980, the Environmental Protection Act 1986, and so on. We have so many legislation. Basic issue of environment in Meghalaya: contamination and silting of water bodies has been caused by unregulated and unscientific mining, forest clearing, and unsustainable short cycle of jhum. The loss of natural forests is a serious concern for the state of Meghalaya. And we have seen, as per the data within the state, that the Jaintia Hill region, where 40% of the water bodies has been polluted. To regulate and control removal of timber outside the state for the preservation of forests and prevent their indiscriminate destruction, the Meghalaya Forest Removal of Timber Regulation Act 1981 is in place. The concern here, sir, when we read the newspaper and we have seen the rampant cutting of trees, the rampant supply of charcoal, timber. I'm not saying that we should not use timber, we should not cut trees. There are needs to cut trees for furniture, for other needs that we have in our daily life. But it has to be within the limit as per the law. I'm not against any person, any firm, that is activities that is going on. But my intention here is that each and every issue, each and everything that we are doing, it has to be within the limit. So the intention to call the attention of the Chief Minister is that, keeping in mind different acts and laws that are there, it has to be in place. We used to say in Khasi, bam ban im, not im ban bam. It is very important. Illegal supply of timber or charcoal without TP or without challan. I'm not saying that all are applying without challan. They are transit pass, challan, but they are. We have to have to check this illegal transportation, to check the illegal collection of different taxes also. So I essentially urge the department, the police, the district council, be it the KHADC or JHADC, the forest department, to look into the aspect how to check the rampant destruction of forests as well as the illegal collection of different taxes within the state. It is the concern of each and every one of us. There is a slogan that we should, if we cut 1 trees, let us plant 10. If we cut 10, let us plant 100. This should be, because I'm afraid where is our future lies the next 20 years. Looking at aspect of global warming, looking at the drought, there are seasons where we have less rain, so we are concerned for this. So I would like to urge the Honorable Chief Minister in charge of Forests to please look into this matter for the concern of each and everyone. And before I sit, there is a famous quote on environmental which says that earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. Thank you so much, sir, for allowing me to call the attention of the Chief Minister.
Chief Minister in charge to reply, please. Mr. Speaker, sir, at the outset, I would like to thank Shri Meralbon CM, Honorable MLA of Nongpo constituency, for bringing call attention on the news item published in Mopar, dated 13th of March 2023, under the caption, Ujor ka MC and GO Shao CFO Bamshim Kya Katanat Forest Badban Mi Pinban Kijaka Krong Kachna Haki Surokpa. It has given me an opportunity to highlight to this august House about this important issue of charcoal production, taking into account all relevant factors that are there. And I will also outline the steps taken by the department to address the concerns that are raised. So the government is serious about checking and effectively containing the illegal transportation of charcoal. For this purpose, the state government had notified the Meghalaya Charcoal Control of Production, Storage, Trade and Transportation Rules 2008, which was further amended in 2019. So these rules are notified an exercise of powers conferred under Meghalaya Forest Regulation 1973. The rules inter alia regulate production, stocking, sale, purchase, import and export of charcoal. Under these rules, the producers and stockists of charcoal are required to apply for registration to the divisional forest officer concerned, and renewal of such registration could be done after a period of 1 year with the prior approval of the principal chief conservator of forest. In the event of contravention of these rules, the license of registered producers or stockists is liable to cancellation. These registered producers or stockists are also required to maintain correct and true records in respect of production, receipt, disposal and trade of charcoal. The specific provisions in the rules which regulate the use of charcoal by industries as raw material in Rule 8A, which stipulates that the industries using charcoal shall source such charcoal only through imports by virtue of amendment in 2019 of the rules, which had earlier permitted industries to source charcoal from the local registered producers or stockists. The rules also provide that the transportation of charcoal shall be done only under the authority of a transit pass issued by a forest officer authorized by the divisional forest officer. The rules also provide for inspecting consignments of charcoal while being transported, and any infringement of these regulatory and prohibitive provisions is an offence punishable under Section 41 of the Meghalaya Forest Regulation. Thus, it may be seen that the entire procedure of production, storage, transport, export, import, and sale of charcoal is strictly regulated along with punitive provisions. With the intention to penalize effectively offences of this nature involving illegal transport of forest produce. The state government had amended the Meghalaya Forest Regulation 1973 in 2021 by enacting Meghalaya Forest Regulation Amendment Act 2021. The Meghalaya Forest Regulation 1973 is an adapted version of the Assam Forest Regulation 1891 and had largely remained unamended ever since. Section 41 of the Meghalaya Forest Regulation 1973 prescribes penalties for illegal transport of forest produce, which also includes charcoal. While Section 41 of the Act prior to the amendment prescribed penalty of imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months or fine which may extend to 500 rupees or both, but by virtue of amendment of the Act in 2021, the punishment has been enhanced, providing for imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year and with fine which may extend to 500 rupees, and on the second and other subsequent conviction for the same offence with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and a fine which may extend to 2,500 rupees. The amended Meghalaya Forest Regulation also provides for confiscation of illegal forest produce, which also includes illegally manufactured or transported charcoal. Thus, it may kindly be appreciated that government is aware of the issue of illegal production and transportation of charcoal and has been leaving no stone unturned to prevent the same. Several proactive measures are being undertaken by the department to contain illegal transport of charcoal by way of constituting patrolling teams of forest staff to detect illegal transport of charcoal, drawing offence reports, prosecuting the violators in competent courts of law, and seizing illegal transported or illegally stocked charcoal, etc. The ferroalloy industry, which are consumers of charcoal, are regularly inspected for any illegal storage and illegal use of charcoal in their plants. In Ribhoi and West Khasi Hills district, during the last 5 years, 23 cases have been filed in the court of law for illegal transport, production or storage of charcoal. In West Khasi Hills district alone, 13 cases were filed in 2022 for illegal production of charcoal. Apart from these, 2 cases have been compounded for such offences in Ribhoi district. Further, a total quantity of 95 metric tons of charcoal has been seized during the last 5 years, and a total sum of 2,60,000 has been realized as compounding fees. Recently, the DFO Nongstoin has attempted to control illegal production and transport of charcoal by requesting the district magistrate to promulgate Section 144 CRPC in West Khasi Hills district. The West Khasi Hills Forest Division has also conducted awareness camps in the villages, besides use of social media to spread the message of importance of conservation of our forest resources. It may not be inappropriate to state that the area of operation and jurisdiction of the state forest personnel has been circumscribed by virtue of para 3(1)(b) of the 6th schedule of the Constitution, which restricts the jurisdiction of the State Forest Department in the management of forest to only state-owned forests vis-a-vis reserved forest, protected forest, national parks, and wildlife sanctuaries. Management of forests other than state-owned forest falls within the jurisdiction of the autonomous district councils. The district councils, in exercise of jurisdiction conferred under these provisions of the Constitution, have legislated their respective forest laws. For example, the Khasi Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council have legislated United Khasi Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council Management and Control of Forest Act 1958. Thus, vast forest areas which are under the private or community ownership falls under the jurisdiction of autonomous district councils, who are also expected to take steps to control illegal production and transport of charcoal. It would be worthwhile to state that no case of illegal production of charcoal has been detected in either reserved forest or protected forests in Ribhoi district and West Khasi Hills district. The attention of this august house is also drawn to the fact that the NGOs of Meghalaya the Meghalaya Clean and Green Organization have complained to the Chief Forest Officer, Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, against the illegal transport of charcoal. Therefore, all the three stakeholders need to combine their forces, will and spirit, and the resources they have in their respective control to tackle the menace of illegal production and transport of charcoal. The State Forest Department would also be more alert and vigilant in these matters and continue to inspect the vehicles plying through their check gates to detect vehicles carrying illegal consignment of charcoal and take appropriate action against such illegal consignments and perpetrators of such offence in accordance with law. I once again thank the Honourable MLA of Nongpo constituency for bringing the call attention on this important matter, and I resume my seats.
Sri Honorable CM, you may seek
Yeah.
one clarification.
I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister in charge Forests for elaborately explaining about the issue concern of the public at large. I have only one clarification. That is, I'm happy to hear that the reserve forest has no extract of charcoal, but at the same time, the forest department to keep a check on even on private forests also, so that this thing won't happen, so that it won't hamper the environmental issues that we have. At the same time, to have a regular checking on the ferroalloys industry factory that we have, so that check and balance will be there at due course of time.
So I have noted down the suggestions.